What is up guys, Games of Bacon, and today we're going to be in a really big rush because this seems to be a very short video because there's not a lot to it honestly. So, Arms Warrior, 4-piece tier 18, how do we do it, what are we looking for? Let's get right into it, some tips and tricks and just generally how to do it. First thing, Mastery becomes top stat, crit drops below it just slightly, but it's still very strong. Mastery, you can have anywhere up to 200+% at the moment. I've seen people with ridiculous gear with ridiculous amounts of mastery. It's really good. You want as much as possible. Crit, also very good. You want as much as possible of that as well. And then we have things like multi-strike and haste and versatility, and they just come underneath it somewhere. Try not to have them, but if you do, it's really not a problem. So yeah, you can see, like, you know, crit mastery, crit mastery, crit mastery, crit multi-strike, crit mastery. Crit and mastery is generally what you want. So good, stats done. Right, talents. So standard. Taste for blood will always be your default. Sudden death and slam are both DPS losses. Stormbot for single target. Dragon roar for AoE. Vigilance for vigilance in your tank. Don't be a bad support player. Avatar, gonna be good for those gimmick fights. You got Gore Fiend, Tyrant. Things like that. Maybe you go in on Kilrog, you can come back out, smash things in the face really hard. It's going to allow those damage buffs to do even more, and it's going to look really good on your logs. So cool. Bloodbath, very good for single target, especially in those fights where there isn't much gimmick. It's just a standard single target fight, that's not a problem. Even better for the cleave fight, so think Zularak. Basically any other fight in the instance, more or less, you know, council, anything. Bloodbath is going to be your general go-to for most situations. It's very good, and you should only ever use Bloodbath when Colossus Smash is, the debuff is available for Colossus Smash. You pair the two together, they are like fire and water. No, they're not, because they're opposites, but they're two really good things that go together. So Colossus Smash means Bloodbath. Put the two together, do more DPS. Bladestorm, really good for those fights where you have hectic ads running around, Manaroth and others. Anger Management is going to be your general go-to, very good, keeps things down, it's just generally better. Ravager is very good as well, though. It's generally not a DPS loss for single target. It is slightly, but negligible. So if you like Ravager, you can use it to your heart's content. But if you've got those fights where you stand still a lot, again, think Zularak, and you've got multiple targets, and you've got, you know, the goblins and the things coming in. Ravager is very good. You're going to pick up that extra DPS. You can put that bloodbath down with it. It's just going to do extra damage to everything around you, and you don't even need to think about it. It's kind of like sweeping strikes in that idea. And last thing we have to go through is the rotation. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in, we're going to rend, we're going to apply rend. We can see rend is applied here. We're going to Colossus Smash, and we're going to spam Mortal Strike, and we spam Mortal Strike, and we spam Mortal Strike, and we spam Mortal Strike, and that's it. When we hit minus 20%, we do nothing but we spam execute. We keep rend applied, we Colossus Smash on cooldown, we execute. We keep rend applied, we Colossus Smash on cooldown, we execute. We just spam execute. There, you don't need to hold rage or anything, whether you have 10 rage or 100 rage. The execute damage is normalized, so it doesn't particularly matter a huge amount. Just keep spamming execute. If you want to do, when you're going to be cleaving, so you're going to have 2 or 3 mobs, you're going to rend one, rend another, Colossus Smash, hit sweeping strikes, make sure it's up, keep it up 100%. When you have 2 rend targets, you will have enough rage to just have sweeping strikes up 100% of the time. And we're just going to keep going back between the two and applying rend, sweeping strikes, okay, it stays up. And we mortal strike, Colossus Smash, use Bloodbath with it, and we're good to go. And that's all there is. That's all it is to it. Okay guys, that's it. Sorry it's been so quick. It's just, it really didn't need a lot of explaining. But the basic things you want to take away from this is you do not need Whirlwind anymore. You do not need Thunderclap. Make sure your Bloodbath is used with Colossus Smash, and use Avatar on the gimmick fights to make those damage increases just even more insane. So yeah. Thanks a lot guys. I will see you next time. Take care.